deer is dry, so best to skin it in true hillbilly style. Oh, hi there, I'm Fergus from RateGene.com. But enough about possums, let's talk about something more important, drinking. So now, what I'm going to be showing you today is how to make a simple syrup. Wait, you say, there's no booze in that. Well, partly there is, but the other thing is that it's very important to have simple syrup to sweeten drinks, and it's important to make a real syrup, so therefore you can measure them out correctly and always know how sweet your syrup is going to be and how sweet your drink will be. So today I'm going to be making it using brown sugar. Often simple syrup is made with plain white sugar, but I quite like brown sugar as it adds a depth of flavour with a hint of molasses, which is an American term that I don't really understand, but people use it a lot talking about sugar, so I'm going to say it again, molasses. So for this you will need sugar. I bought mine from Tesco, but other shops are available. A jar or something else to make it in. A measure, I'm using a cup measure. Some water, and to finish it off, some neutral spirit. I'm using vodka. You probably could put gin in it too, but this way, by using something like vodka, which as we know is awful and has no flavour, you can put it in any drink and not worry about the gin flavour coming through if you don't want it. Why you wouldn't want gin flavour, I couldn't possibly imagine. So, first things first, I'm going to measure out a cup of sugar and put it in the jar. Now some people make syrup in a saucepan and use that to heat up and dissolve it. You need to do that if you're making a rich syrup, which has twice as much sugar as it has water. But I'm making a basic, plain, one-to-one simple syrup, and therefore all you really need is a very good wrist action and a lot of shaking, and you'll be alright. So, we're going to pour the sugar into the jam jar. This is where I realised that so now I've put my sugar into the jam jar, and we need to top it up with an equal volume of water, which is going to be again 1 cup. So I'm going to measure out 1 cup's worth of water into said cup measure. Et voila. Now I'm going to be sensible and use a jam jar. Jam jar? Good lord no. A milk jug to get the water into the jam jar so I don't spread it everywhere all over the table, because only an idiot would do that. And slowly we pour in, and that is a 1-to-1 ratio. Of course, only a little bit of the sugar has dissolved, so now we must seal it up tightly, which is why you want to use something like a jam jar that you know will make a good seal. And then you can see there how it looks, and you can see the 1-to-1 levels, but now we just have to shake an awful lot until it all dissolves. This is where heating it will make it go quicker, but it does seem a bit silly. It will cause a bit of extra washing up, and if you're anything like me, it's good practice for cocktail shaking later. So, after a lot of shaking and quite a sore wrist, you end up with this simple syrup 1-to-1 ratio made with brown sugar. Now this will keep for a couple of weeks in the refrigerator, but what I think is best is if you put in a couple of slugs of booze, and the alcohol will just help kill off anything that might be lurking around and means it will last longer, because you generally only use 1 or 2 ounces of this in each drink, so you might take a while to get through it, especially if you're not drinking that many sweet drinks. So I'm going to stick 1.5 ounces of vodka into it. This of course means it is alcoholic, so you can only use it in alcoholic drinks, or at least with people who are drinking. But really, if your friends aren't drinking, they shouldn't be your friends. And give it a little shake. Et voila, simple syrup. And later on we'll be showing you a recipe that uses it. So that's me, Fergus, RateGene.com with simple syrup. Bye!